What's going on, guys? Got a quick review for you for the Easton Stealth Liner. I picked these up about 2 weeks ago. You guys saw me do an unboxing of them. They were on sale, and they were in the Throne colorway, and I was looking for a liner. I've been playing a little bit more competitive, and people finishing their checks and getting slashed and whatnot, so I just wanted something that would just kind of protect my vitals, I guess I would say. A little bit more than not wearing shoulder pads. I normally don't wear them, but since I heard these were really light and nice, I figured I'd pick them up for the price, and really happy with them so far. So I'm just going to go over the aesthetics of them really quickly. So yet again, they're Throne colors, which really kind of makes me happy, but they look really nice. They kind of have this whole like honeycombing type feel all the way around them. Probably the nicest feature is there's like a sternum plate here that feels like a really thick, I feel like it's a plastic covered in some type of PU leather, and then on the inside there's a foam piece to protect that, and that's really nice. This actually came in handy the second time I wore them, which was kind of shocking. And then you come up here, they have a really nice collar going all the way around, really soft collar. Kind of reminds me of football pads, really. A lot of pads that I've seen before don't really have this kind of comfort collar, so it's not riding into your neck. And then they have a full, kind of like a full upper shoulder plate. Most liners I've seen are like cut back here, and I was afraid I was going to have to cut these, but I actually like it, and I'll go into that in a bit. But really thick leather, foam. It's about 3/4 of an inch thick to an inch. Feels really nice. And then on the back, yet again, we have that huge cutaway again for movement, the honeycombing again, and then the center back plate. This is probably my least favorite feature about the thing, so I'll go into that. In terms of the adjustment, it's just 2 Velcro straps with the contact points up front. Pretty simple, looks pretty cool. Really wide too, which I noticed compared to my other pads, which I really like the aesthetics of that. And then if you go to the inside, I really like the lining. It's got this kind of diamond shape, I guess. It's like textured diamonds. I really like it because it's not some stupid, just ridiculously annoying lining like a lot of companies put in their pads, which just makes me upset every time I put it on. It's like neon green argyle or something, and the pad's all black and white, and I just don't get it, and it really bothers me a lot. And the other really cool thing that I like, probably my favorite feature of the pad besides the lightness of it, is there's these little like honeycombs going throughout the whole lining. This is the whole front, and then onto the shoulders and onto like your shoulder blade. And what I realized is like it's a very light liner, so when you have it on, you really forget about it. And but the thing, experiences I've had in liners is like after a while, it just like you can feel it on you because it's so sweaty and there's no air. You like literally feel like a sweat line in the shape of the liner. And what this kind of does is it lifts the pad off of your body and lets air pass underneath it. So I never felt hot in these. It felt very cool, and I thought that was really interesting, and I could actually feel the air, which when I was running, and it was a very unique sensation, I guess, that I haven't felt, but I really liked it. Really like the feeling of it, and it really keeps you cooler than a normal just like padding with fabric over it right against your skin where there's no real airflow. So that was a really nice feature. And then my favorite feature besides the overall lightness of these is this like sternum plate. I actually took a shot here, and normally when that happens I'm just like, oh, this is gonna suck, and I just try and get as small as I can, and it hit right here, and I heard like doosh, and I was kind of shocked for a second because I forgot I had these on, and hit me right in the chest, and I felt the ball hit, but there was no pain or anything, so that was really awesome. And then I think I got decked by the goalie though, because I think I was just kind of shocked that the ball, so when we were on the ground ball, he just like pushed me aside because I was right on the crease. So I really like that feature, and you can also see it's like shiny black on matte black, Easton's logo. So the aesthetics of these pads are awesome. Probably one of the favorites I've ever seen in terms of overall look of them. I think they just look completely badass, especially with like my gear and my helmet and stuff. It matches perfectly. And then on the inside of that, there's a nice, really cushy foam, so it's going to protect that, but then also it's not going to hurt when you get hit. So I really like that. The other thing I really like is I thought I was going to have to cut these off, but you can see they're like contoured because like you have more rotation in your arm in the front than you do in the back, and so these are cut to the front. So when you lift your arm up, you can see they kind of flare in the front, but not the back, which give you a little bit more protection. And they're really thick, and I thought they were going to kind of go kind of crazy outward, but they actually have like the perfect shoulder pitch. They lay flat on your arm, and then like your penny comes in right over here, so they have a really cool look to them. So I'm definitely not going to cut them. I like them. They're like, I don't know, it's about 3/4 to an inch just nice heavy foam in here to protect you from like over the head slashing and stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool. The last part, and this is probably there's two. This is probably the big one I don't like. There's no real on the inside. They kind of have like this ergonomic, I guess like stacked pad. So there's like flex points as you can see, but it's stiff, but it's not great. I'd really like to see another one of those plates right here. Maybe like a long, skinnier version, because a lot of times when I'm face dodging, I really exaggerate my stick, trying to like get the guy to swing so I can get past him. And a lot of times I'll get a slash call and beat the guy, which is nice. So I come all around, but every time I come around, I always tuck my arm and my head in, and I always get that slash right across here. Like you can probably, man, no, they're going. I had a huge like hematoma right here from one of those, and they always kind of go onto my back, and I always end up with like like a Revo, or like you can literally see the sidewall, the defenseman's head sidewall pattern on my back, because when you stretch it, it just like lays it out perfectly. And I think that there would really take apart a lot of the would take a lot of the initial energy out, and not in the skin, like into the body like it does in the front. So, and also I think it would look badass if you had one back here. I think that would look really cool. So that's that. And the only other thing that I don't like, a lot of pads do this, and it really bothers me, and I always have to spend like an hour adjusting them, but to do Velcro all the way along the bottom, because as these, like right now they fit me right here, and like yeah, it looks good, that's exactly how it should look, but as these stretch out from play, I'm going to have to literally probably take the seam out and re-sew this further back, because it's not going to reach all the way over here. So it allows you just to have more adjustability and keep that pad tight if you do the Velcro all the way across the bottom. I had an old STX pair that had that, and I used them for years because I could keep getting them really tight so they went right up. And like at the end there was like one here, and then the other one was over here, and it made an X, which looked pretty cool. But I just like that. I like if it has that, because like on my arm pads, I've had to move them like twice now to keep the arm pads up, so when I take a slash, they don't slide down. And with this, if it stretches out, I think it's going to ride up. But so that's my only other big thing that I would like. But no one really does that. So I'll just show you really quickly the pads. So see, they fit pretty much perfect right there and now, and they don't ride at all. I mean, I feel like I'm dancing now, but they literally don't ride up, which I really liked. I've had a lot of liners that did that, and you guys can see the shoulders stay really flat, and when you have a penny on, they look pretty cool. So I also have some photos of me wearing them that I might post on the Facebook so you guys can see it, and it matches the throne stuff really well, and that's about it. You can see the nice collar, and I really like them. I was happy to wear them. I thought I'd get them and maybe wear them once or twice, but I like the feeling of them. I actually like the protection aspect of them, and you really forget they're on, and you have full movement for everything, and they don't ride up at all. So if you guys can pick them up, definitely do. I would pretty much recommend them for any position, because I don't really recommend arm pads for any, or shoulder pads besides a liner for really any field position, unless you're really prone to getting hurt, because it just makes you that much faster, and it's the fastest game on 2 feet, so speed really counts. This was I got a medium, a senior medium. It only comes in medium and large. So I'm like 160, 5'11", so that's the medium, fit me pretty much perfectly. If you're any smaller than that, you're going to have to adjust the straps for that, but they're on sale a lot of places. I actually got an email from a product manager at Easton asking me to send them the review when I was done, because the product has been discontinued, but I have a feeling they're coming out with a new one soon, like they are with like the Raptor helmet and all that. And I really like it. I mean, Easton, I have a following from them from playing hockey and using their sticks and whatnot. So I have faith in the company, what they're doing for lacrosse. I really like the aesthetic. They got some big names behind their company, like the Powell brothers, and it's just cool. And it's also cool to see them support their product, because like they're not just like, oh, it's done. They're like, we're discontinuing it because we learned from our first release, and now we're gonna do a second release for every product where the products are better. So I really like them. If you guys are able to pick them up for cheap, I definitely would. Even not for cheap, I'd still pick them up. They're probably my favorite liner I've ever had, and I just really like them. There's not one thing that I really hate. There's a few things that to make it like the ultimate cool liner you can have between looks and protection. So that's that, guys. Gonna try and do some more of these reviews soon. I'm gonna be doing the 2 helmet review very soon. I just want to get one or two more games under the Pro 7. And And that's everything, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think of these pads. I really like them, and if you can, definitely pick them up. So have a good one, guys.